Welcome to the Grizzled Geek reacts to WandaVision. I'm Mike.
I'm Doug.
And we're here for the second week, episode 3 of WandaVision. Are you excited about this?
Oh yeah, this is really good. Yeah, when you when this show was first announced, you were kind of like, "What in the world are you doing? What are you talking about? What is going on here?"
Yeah.
And as you get going, you're like, all right, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. I will say this. I saw some mixed, overall positive reviews, right? Critics love it. It's got really good rating, Rotten Tomatoes, but there are a few people that are not as excited about it, right? And I think, I get it, right? It's not for everybody, but I think, I don't know, I think there are people that are going in there expecting a typical Marvel movie, right?
Yeah.
And not
Problem
this
is
kind of slow burn mystery thing.
Well, and the problem is if you're not aware of Scarlet Witch from the comics, this won't make a lot of sense because she's not shown any ability to alter reality before.
Right.
So that idea that she could be the one doing this is, if that's what in fact is happening, they may throw a curveball for us who are comic fans and go, no, it wasn't her at all. I'm pretty sure. I think it is, but based on the second episode, I'm pretty sure it is. But they could throw us a curveball.
They could. They could be like, "Oh, psych." But I don't know. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what this is. You know, get a little the House of M. I mean, all the watching it again was one of my favorite parts. Is going back and trying to get all the Easter eggs. Like, it's some of the things I never saw until I watched some other videos about it. Did you know, like the episode 2 when the animated intro, they had several different things, like nods to like Vision bad guys. Like they had the Grim Reaper's like outline of his head between the floors.
His skeleton is in the floors because his android wife kills the Grim
Vision
Reaper
comic.
in the Vision comics,
and buries him in the house. So there's cool little nods like that. So I can't wait to see this. So we're in the 70s now, right? Brady Bunch.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's jump into it, and then we can discuss after here. All right. On 3, 2, 1, go.
Listen, you can keep news of Wanda's just between us because I don't know. Everything's happening so quickly. We'd like to keep the news just in the family for right now, of course.
So it's been 12 hours. So
I'm off. Bermuda, baby. Yes.
Hey, Hub! Think you might have taken the hedge trimming a little too far there, old chum.
So I have. Thanks, buddy.
I mentioned it. Strangest thing just happened outside with her. Whoa, Nelly!
wow. Okay. This episode took a turn.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
getting weird.
We learned a couple things here. One, we've confirmed it's a physical location.
Yeah.
So did she just take over a town and trap everybody that was there? Because they seem to be aware of what's going on, right?
Well, I
it's...
don't think they are so much aware as they realize something's wrong.
Hey, I'll take a shift rocking the babies.
No, I think you should leave.
Oh, Wanda, don't be like that.
What do you mean she has no home?
She came here because... She came here because we're all...
She came here because we're all what? What are you trying to tell me?
And then they get moments of something happens to trigger them to... Well, one, I think Agatha doesn't belong there.
Yeah.
But then again, the way she reacted to... I don't know. This is weird.
It's weird, man.
Because the doctors seem to be just normal, and then except for he didn't really react to Vision running him.
Yeah.
It was like we were flying. It's just, yeah, it's very, very odd. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah. Are you wow. Is one of the bad guy here? Are you ready for that?
Wanda? Where's Geraldine?
Oh, she left, honey. She had to rush home.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I mean-
it's happened multiple times in the comics.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true. I mean,
yeah,
she started off even in the MCU, she started off a bad guy. Kind of.
Right, yeah.
But yeah. Wow. It's like House of M, only like localized. You know?
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're doing a good job of. I mean, it's borrowing from a lot of stuff in the comics, but it's pretty uniquely its own.
Yeah.
Because
Just
like House
most
of M, reality was entirely altered, and no one really knew inside the reality. Nobody really knew that anything was different.
Right.
In fact, I can't remember how they find out that it's not.
So the doctor says you can't escape the town, right?
Yeah.
And the neighbors talk, and they know they know that Geraldine didn't belong there.
Right.
She was sent in by sword. She's one of the ones they got in. Or I'm assuming.
Yeah.
She's wearing a sword symbol.
Yeah, and then
She got ejected.
yeah, it's interesting.
I love how the fact that, and you noticed the aspect ratio changing before I did, that when they get to the real world, the aspect ratio changes to actually modern widescreens.
Right.
But inside this world, it's still the old square aspect ratio from back in the day.
Right. Yeah.
And when she came out of the barrier, it looked like TV static. Right, that barrier that she was flying through.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and another thing is for them, decades are moving along in the episode, but for them it's only it was 12 hours since the last episode.
Right. Yeah.
So, and Vision's gonna figure out. I mean, he already is figuring out something's wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's actively resetting him to
Yeah.
not realize it.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know,
that's
man.
gonna be
This
interesting.
is good. And this is all that now we're caught up with the critics, because this is all the critics have seen. Because they sent out the first. Really? They sent out the first. They only sent out the first 3 episodes to critics, right? To review.
Yeah, this is very Twilight Zone-ish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of thing.
It's like it was that Twilight episode with the boy who was altered reality, and his whole entire family was kind of like scared to they liked everything he liked.
Oh, he could kill somebody with a thought, so everybody went along with whatever he said.
Right, but
he didn't actually change reality.
Well, actually, the old series but they redid that story for the movie back in the 80s. And remember, he could alter, he could bring cartoons to life and stuff, and
I don't.
Yeah, I was a kid, and that scared the hell out of me. Those creepy live action cartoons, right? But yeah, they did that Twilight Zone story in the 80s Twilight Zone movie, and in that one he could alter reality, and so the whole family was just kind of trapped in this world, too afraid to do anything against, say anything bad against them. But I mean, clearly she's not a kid, so there's a. But yeah, oh man, I don't know.
Bit of a mental breakdown there.
Yeah. And that brings it back to it's just because in the comics, they were tricked into having the kids because Mephisto wanted to inhabit their soul, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But her reality altering powers made them real, so that's the future Wiccan and Speed.
Yeah, in theory.
Yeah.
We are seeing
2 young adventurers.
I mean, in the comics, yes, they were. Now, whether or not that's going to happen here, who knows?
Well, it depends on how quickly they grow from
episode
to episode.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, I mean, in every episode, Vision's realizing something's wrong. Like in every episode so far, all 3. So I would say this is a big turning point. There was little hints before here and there. We still don't know what's going on fully,
Right.
but I think this was a big turning point for it. So, man, yeah. So now we're caught up with everybody. No one has seen anything past this episode. So, man, I don't know. Predictions? How do you feel?
Well, we still have 5 episodes to go, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It's happening pretty fast for how much is still left to go. You know, I think we're probably going, based on some of the previews we've been seeing, we're probably going to see more outside than we've been seeing. You know, a little more.
Yeah.
The end, these stories inside will end a little earlier to give us more, because I don't think we'll be mixing.
Yeah.
Maybe an episode will start outside or end outside, but you know, they're not going to mix back and forth.
I think we have 80s, 90s, and early aughts to go with sitcoms, and then I think they break out of whatever reality it is, and the last 2 episodes will be in the real world, or
Maybe.
or have the real world break it into there, or whatever. But yeah,
So,
man. All right, man. This is I love this. This is great. I think if the people that were skeptical, if they got to this one, if they get to episode 3, right? I think this is the one that's going to hook them. I think it's like just weird enough, and enough of the hints to enough of the mystery. So there's been they did a couple different things with the different episodes, but clearly there was one classic series that each episode has been kind of based on, right? Like Dick Van Dyke was the first one, Bewitched for the second. This was clearly Brady Bunch inspired, right? What do you think the 80s one's going to be?
If I remember correctly, I think Family Ties is one of them.
Family Ties, okay. And then Roseanne would be the 90s. I know Roseanne's one of them, but that's 90s, I think, right?
Yeah.
So one of them, the house looked like Roseanne,
Right.
And they're dressed up like that. So that's probably 90s. So yeah. So if 80s, it's got to be Family Ties, right?
I mean, it could be something like Growing Pains or Facts of Life, but I don't think so. I think it's.
They should do Full House and bring her sisters on.
They're probably not going to do that.
Yeah, probably not. No, because the cast doesn't change. It's the people trapped in that town.
Yeah.
Man, people aren't going to be ready for this. I'm telling you. All right, cool. You have anything else to add before we wrap up?
Not really.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for episode 3 of WandaVision. We'll be back next week with a look at episode 5. I'm hooked. I want to see this series and how it ends. This is going to be crazy. So, thank you guys for liking, subscribing, sharing this with your friends. We're on the road to 1 million views, guys. We'll be there in a little over a week. So if you want to help us get there, just come on over and check out some of our other videos. So watch a few. If you want to support the channel, we got some links down below. Doug, what are those?
We've got our Teespring store where you can get our Grizzled Geek merchandise. We've also got our link to our Patreon where we're putting, hopefully soon, we're going to put the unedited versions of these reactions.
Yep.
And then the easiest way for you to support us is click that Amazon affiliate link, do your COVID times shopping through there, and we get a kickback. Doesn't cost you anything extra.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.